Have you ever held a coin that feels like a time machine in your hands? One that doesn't just shimmer with silver but also captures the fiery spirit of America's 200th birthday? Welcome to the story of the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar, a coin born to celebrate 2 centuries of American independence, but also a piece of history many people overlook in their change jars. What if I told you one of these coins, forgotten in an old drawer, could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? And what if you could tell if yours is a rare treasure just by looking at a few key details? The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Americans were in mourning, and the Treasury rushed to honor his legacy with a new coin featuring his profile. It quickly became a beloved symbol of hope and unity during a difficult time. Fast forward to 1976, when the United States celebrated its bicentennial, 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the Mint prepared something special. A Kennedy half-dollar with dual dates, 1776-1976, on the obverse, replacing the usual single date. It was more than a coin. It was a birthday gift to an entire nation. The reverse design is what truly sets this bicentennial half apart. Instead of the standard presidential seal, the coin features Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the very place where the Declaration of Independence was debated and signed. The words "United States of America" and "half-dollar" frame the historic building, while the motto 200 Years of Freedom proclaims a sense of pride unique to this special year. The artistry was created by Seth G. Huntington, who perfectly captured the building's colonial charm and significance. When you turn this coin in the light, you can see every line of the bricks, every pane of glass, a miniature monument to American perseverance. But what makes these coins truly fascinating for collectors and treasure hunters are the details most people never notice. Bicentennial Kennedy halves were struck in 3 versions. First, a copper nickel-clad version for circulation. Second, a 40% silver-clad version sold in special collector sets. And third, proofs in both copper nickel and 40% silver. Most people have only seen the copper nickel pieces. Millions of them were released into circulation, where they were quickly hoarded as souvenirs. But the silver versions, especially those in pristine proof condition, can reach shocking values. One gleaming 40% silver proof recently sold for over $15,000 at auction, simply because it was nearly perfect under high magnification. And that's not even the rarest possibility. Some 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollars show dramatic mint errors, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine finding a coin meant to be a Kennedy half, but struck on a quarter planchet, the design cut off, words missing, and the edges incomplete. These errors can send values soaring past $35,000 or more. A recent off-center bicentennial Kennedy sold privately for over $28,000, a life-changing amount for a coin you could pull from pocket change. Condition is everything. The highest values go to coins graded by professional services like PCGs or NGC in grades Ms. 67 or higher, meaning they have virtually no marks, perfect luster, and razor-sharp details. But even a circulated bicentennial Kennedy can carry premium value if it has unusual toning, those rainbow-colored surfaces caused by years of chemical reactions which collectors adore. Some examples with vibrant blue and purple toning have crossed the $5,000 mark, simply because they're so unique. But it's not just errors in silver versions that hold value. There are die varieties, including doubled dies where the lettering or parts of the design appear to have shadows. These doubled die obverses or reverses are extremely scarce, with only a handful known, and collectors are willing to pay nearly $50,000 for a pristine example. So always check the words "In God We Trust" and the dual dates under magnification for any signs of doubling. It could mean you're holding a fortune in your palm. The bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar holds a special place in American hearts. Even in 1976, Many families tucked these coins away as keepsakes from a historic year. Veterans carried them home from overseas tours. Parents gave them to children as a symbol of America's freedom. Grandparents slipped them into birthday cards. And yet, despite millions being saved, only a tiny fraction survive today in gem condition, making them rare, exciting targets for collectors who want to own a shining piece of the American bicentennial. But what does a typical bicentennial Kennedy half go for? Most circulated copper-nickel examples sell for 50 cents to a few dollars. But the story changes completely for coins in brilliant uncirculated or proof condition, especially the silver versions. A pristine 40% silver uncirculated bicentennial, half-graded Ms. 67 recently sold at auction for over $12,000, while a flawless silver proof graded par 70 decam, the highest grade possible, fetched more than $22,000, stunning everyone in the room. What really drives the value is a combination of condition, rarity, and collector demand. Many baby boomers, who were kids or teens during the bicentennial, now collect these coins for nostalgia, driving prices higher every year. As these collectors grow older, the coins become more cherished, and high-end examples are scooped up by investors looking for secure, tangible assets that also carry historical significance. Experts predict values will continue rising for top-graded bicentennial Kennedys, especially for coins with CAC stickers, small holographic badges indicating a coin is among the best of its grade. Beyond the design and value, there's the emotional power of this coin. Holding a bicentennial Kennedy half is like feeling the pulse of 1976. The excitement of a nation celebrating 200 years of independence, fireworks lighting up summer skies, and Americans from every background coming together. It's a coin that bridges generations and reminds us how far the country has come. Every scratch, every nick tells a story. From hands at gas stations during the oil crisis to kids who saved them in piggy banks, dreaming of the future.